Thank you so much for joining.
Oh, sure thing. How are you doing?
Doing well. So I know we've had a few changes today, some unexpected changes. I wanted to hop on real quick and give my apologies. The Congresswoman has been in a hearing all day, so she is unable to join us today. I am going to pass it off to Mayor Pete in a second here and have him say a few words. And please don't hesitate to reach out if anyone has any questions. And Mayor Pete, you can take it away.
All right, great, thanks. Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for being part of this event and for your support for Congresswoman McBath. And I want to make sure everybody knows the reason she can't join us right now is the exact reason why it is so important that we are supporting her. She is in the middle of the markups for the act that is moving through Congress and the Judiciary Committee and then on out into the full House concerning justice in policing. And that is, of course, very much the order of the day. It shouldn't be a partisan issue, but we've seen that the president's own actions and words, in addition to his horribly racially divisive words through these last few days and last few years, but also specifically around policing, he's, I guess, found it worth the trouble of paying lip service to these issues, but clearly is not going to rise to the moment. And so it's extremely important that the House does. And that's exactly what Lucy McBath, as we speak, is working on in that critical judiciary hearing. You know, it's one more example of how the issues that there's been so much frustration and pain and hand-wringing over really are getting acted on. The problem is they're only getting acted on by the House majority. We need to make sure that we reinforce that House majority with a U.S. Senate majority and with a president and President Biden who will sign that legislation into law. But none of that will come to much if we don't, first of all, make sure we reinforce the leadership in the House. And that's what Lucy McBath is bringing. She's somebody who flipped a challenging district and by her very nature, her approach and her experience is positioned to build the kind of bridges and reinforce the coalition that is the winning coalition of Democrats for the future. A multiracial coalition that includes some people who had been voting Republican but just can't do it anymore, alongside rock-ribbed progressives and everyone in between. She is one of the most politically endangered candidates, members of Congress of color right now, at a time when we know that we need more Black representation in every room where decisions are made, but especially in those halls of power in Washington, D.C. She brings her powerful personal experience as a survivor of gun violence who lost her son in that terrible shooting, and as a survivor of cancer, who knows what's at stake in the issues that are being talked about and litigated right now in healthcare. So I'm really excited, if you haven't already spent time with her, to spend some time with her soon. And I'm sorry that it can't be tonight. I know we're in touch with the team. It may take us a few days or weeks, but we will find an opportunity for all of us to come together and speak with her, because whenever we get that chance, as is the case tonight, I know that she will be in the thick of things, meeting the moment, and it'll be a fascinating conversation. But in the meantime, I apologize for the change, but I think we can all recognize that it's for the best possible reason, which is, as we speak, Congresswoman Lucy McBath is in Washington doing the hard work on that Judiciary Committee, making sure that they serve up a bill that is going to make a concrete difference toward making this a country where it becomes beyond any question that Black lives are valued equally, and that everyone can count on safe and fair treatment and ability to move around in their own communities through these very urgently needed reforms to policing. So let me kick it back to the Congresswoman's team. But again, I'm prouder than ever to be part of this effort, and I'm so thankful for everybody who signed on to be part of this call.
Thank you so much, Mayor Pete. Thank you for so graciously hopping on even when the Congresswoman could not make it today. Again, and thank you to everyone who hopped on the call as well. The team, like Mayor Pete mentioned, we will follow up on the rescheduled event with the details shortly, so please stay tuned for that. Just thank you to everyone who stayed, and thank you to Mayor Pete, thank you to your team for being so flexible. And please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. Thank you.
Great work. Thank you. Great to be with you.